guys, it's Kimberly Bohon with Live Abnormal. Today we are looking at 2 Peter chapter 3. It's the last chapter in the book of Peter. I told you could read the entire thing. If you haven't, take the 10 minutes, read all 3 chapters. Imagine how accomplished you will feel this week if you read a whole book of the Bible. But I got a phone call the other day from a friend, and she said, "Hey, I just need some advice." Okay, ask me what you need. And so she told me that her and her family had been watching a show on television, her young daughter, and it was not family friendly. She said, I was shocked because it was storybook characters and it should have been. But she says it wasn't. So we turned it off and we had a discussion that as for our home, we are not going to watch that. She said, I was feeling pretty good about this decision until I went to work the next day and began to discuss this with other Christians. And she said, and here's what happened. She said, they were like, what's the problem? And I had this discussion later on with my little boy, and I said, well, how do we make a decision if we watch television shows or not? And he's like, I don't know. How do we make the decision? And I said, one criteria. If it lines up with the Word of God, then we feel okay. If it doesn't line up with the Word of God, then we need to question if it's going to take us away from what we know and what we want in our lives. Now, that's simple, easy as pie. And so it was interesting as I was reading through 2 Peter chapter 3, Peter encourages this. He says, what I want you to do is live holy and godly lives as you look forward to the return of God. Verse 11. Are you living a holy and godly life looking forward to God's return? I know, and Peter knew, it is not easy for us to live holy and godly lives in this unholy world. You feel like you're just being bombarded all the time. We're being bombarded with unholy things, unholy people, unholy thoughts, unholy ideas. But this is not a new thing. It was happening in 2 Peter 2. And Peter told us in chapter 1, he says, but God's given you everything. He's given you everything. He's equipped you with everything as long as you're in the Word of God, as long as you're trying and making every effort to live godly lives. He's already given you everything you need to live holy and godly lives amongst the people who aren't. So today, I want to encourage you. I want to lift you up, and I want you to know that I am proud of you for living holy and godly lives in this unholy world. I am so proud of you. Keep going. Keep making every effort to live for God and to live holy and godly lives. Live abnormal, 2 Peter style.